or I'm about to start talking. All right. Let me rock it up here. All right, and we are here live for the first broadcast of today of two for the Lockhart Lions versus the Smithville Tigers here at Lockhart Lions Baseball Stadium. First up deck for the Lockhart Lions going to be the junior varsity squad as you see them taking the field right now. They're going to be taking on the Smithville Tigers junior varsity baseball team. Of course, Lockhart Lions JV is 1-0 on the season after defeating Cedar Creek Eagles 17-7 last week. Here they find themselves back on the diamond after a 1 week break, and they're going to be taking on the junior varsity Smithville Tigers here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Welcome, everybody, to today's broadcast. My name is Emilio Sarge Juarez. Going to bring you all the live play-by-play here today, or this afternoon and tonight, starting off with the junior varsity baseball team. Of course, varsity is going to be taking the field at 7:30 tonight as they take on the varsity squad of the Smithville Tigers. And right now, let's go through the lineup right now. For the Smithville Tigers, actually, let's go for the Lockhart Lions. They're on the field right now. Batting second, playing second, or batting first, playing second, number 2, Luis Flores. Batting second, playing right field, number 4, Jordan Nino. Batting third, playing third, number 9, Ivan Lopez. Batting cleanup is going to be the catcher, number 11, Zephyrin Jaimes. Followed up by number 5, the left fielder, number 31, Holden Edelton. And the number 6 slot's going to be the first baseman, number 12, Tanner Castillo, followed up by the pitcher for the Lions, who's on the mound, Gavin Renteria, number 6. Batting the 8th slot's going to be number 10, Christian Mendez. He'll be at shortstop. And rounding up the batting lineup is going to be the center fielder, number 1, Alexander Juarez, for the Lockhart Lions. For the Smithville Tigers, batting first and pitching, number 7, Kyle Dietz. Batting second, number 1, Cameron Dawson, the shortstop. Batting third, number 11, Wyatt Gigout, third base. And if batting cleanup, number 17, Pablo Trevino, the left fielder. Batting fifth, number 19, Evans, the first baseman. Batting sixth, number 15, Matt Maldonado, the catcher. Batting seventh, number 5, Cole Barnes, the second baseman. Batting eighth, number 6, Major Miller, the center fielder. And rounding out the batting lineup for the Smithville Tigers is going to be number 10, Cole Wanick, the right fielder. I do want to apologize if I chopped anybody's last names up. My apologies. It's what I got on the lineup sheet. And if you're listening from Smithville, let us know. If I got it correct or not. But right now we're warming up, getting ready for the first pitch. All right, we're going to get ready for the first pitch. Once again, Gavin Renteria on the mound for the Lockhart Lions. And I want to thank everybody for tuning in so far. Got the superintendent of Lockhart Independent School District, Mr. Estrada. Thank you for tuning in. Albert Cifuentes, and Tom Dunn is checking in. I want to thank y'all for looking. First pitch going to be ball outside. Count's going to be 1 ball, no strikes to start the game off. One 1-0 pitch is going to be inside, almost clipping the Tiger batter. Pitch on the way from Renteria. A swing and a drive down the right side is going to be fair. That'll bring up the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike to the leadoff batter, the pitcher, number 7, Kyle Dietz for the Tigers. 2-1 pitch swing and a foul back to the backstop. That'll make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Even things up. Nobody out here to start of the first inning, top half of the first inning, in game number 1 of 2 today for the Lockhart Lions. JV on the field right now at 7:30 p.m. It'll be the varsity squad, who is currently 3-3 on the season, already matched their win total from last year, doing an outstanding job during the Lockhart Lions varsity baseball tournament, going 2-3. The 2-2 pitch, it's going to be high and inside for ball 3. That'll make the count full. So 3-ball, 2-strike pitch on the way. Swung on and down to the third baseman. It's going to be bobbled by the charging third baseman out there for the Lockhart Lions. Is number 9, Ivan Lopez, able to keep it in front of him. So we're going to have the first runner on the base pads who will reach on with an error. All right, stepping up for the Tigers is going to be number 1, Cameron Dawson, the shortstop for the Tigers. Renteria is going to step off the mound. Huge gust of wind coming through from straightaway center field. It's a whipping wind. It whips around from center field and then from left center. First pitch, swing and a drive down the right side. And that ball is going to go foul. So it'll be no balls, 1 strike. Once again, number 1, Cameron Dawson in the batter's box for the Tigers, the shortstop. Oh, 1 pitch on the way is going to be high. Real quick, I want to give a shout out to our main title sponsor, our main sponsor, Recon Athlete. Got 3 shows every week. On Wednesday nights, you could catch the Chris Sanchez and the Kids show at 8 p.m. and on Saturday mornings at 10:30 a.m. And Monday through Friday, you're going to be able to catch the Paul Rodriguez show on his YouTube channel. A drive to the shortstop. They're going to get 1 at 2, trying to turn the double play down to first and not in time. But the Lockhart Lions will record the first out of the inning. And that'll be a base hit for Cameron Dawson. Once again, the Paul Rodriguez show. You can catch his YouTube channel. He's got a show every weekday from Monday through Friday at 7. Starting at 7 p.m. Runner goes, high pitch. Throw down to second. Will not be in time. So Cameron's going to advance to second base on a stolen base. And in the batter's box, number 11, Wyatt Gigout, the third baseman for the Tigers. Swing and a miss. That'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. And got a shout out. So let's go Sarge Jr. Talking about my son, Alexander Juarez, coming from my wife. Yeah, I'll call Alexander Sarge Jr. at school. Right now, you guys looking at a 1 ball, 1 strike. A swing and a grounder to the shortstop, up and throwing to first. And in time for out number 2. Great job by the shortstop. That's Christian Mendez. And that'll be the out number 2. Got another shout out from Tony Schultz. Said, let's go Lions. And whether you're a Lion fan or a Tiger fan, send us your shout outs and we'll try and get them out as soon as possible. As soon as they come in, we'll try and get them out. In the batter's box, number 17, Pablo Trevino, the left fielder, swinging at the first pitch for strike one. And once again, that wind is whipping straight in from center field. Oh, 1 pitch going to get past the catchers. Everyone's going to scoop it up out to Gavin Gomez and not in time, or Gavin Renteria, not in time, as the Tigers are going to put the first run on the board. As the leadoff batter, number 7, Kyle Diech, reaches first on an error, works his way around the base pads and gets the first run of the game. Smithville Tigers 1, Lockhart Lions 0, top half of the first inning. 2 outs. 1 ball, 1 strike to Pablo Trevino at the plate. Just missing the inside corner. That'll make the count 2-1. Two 2-1 pitch on the way. It's going to be high and inside for ball 3. Renteria on the mound. 3-1 pitch on the way. Swinging at a ball in the dirt, and that'll make the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Pablo Trevino, the left fielder. Nobody on the base pads. Tigers leading 1-0. Here in the top half of the first inning, as the Lions are trying to get this third out and get into the dugout, so they can come out to bat for their bottom half of the first inning. But right now, count is full with 2 outs. And that's going to go off the left shoulder, left elbow of Pablo Trevino. So he's going to get on base being hit by the pitch. And that's going to bring up number 19, Evans, the first baseman, batting in the number 5 slot for the Tigers. Trevino with a little lead at first. First pitch coming in to Evans is going to be inside for ball 1. Once again, Lion and Tiger fans, send me your shout-outs and we'll get them out as soon as possible. Also, let us know where you're watching from. 1-0 pitch is going to be high for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Swung on to the first baseman, Tanner Castillo, scooping it up and stepping on the bag for out number 3. Great job by Castillo to be able to wrangle that ball up and step on the bag for out number 3. And that'll do it for the Smithville Tigers in the top half of the first inning, as the Tigers lead 1-0 over the Lockhart Lions. As the Lions going to be coming up to bat for their bottom half. As they come up for their bottom half of the first, leading off is going to be number 2, Luis Flores, followed by number 4, Jordan Nino, and Ivan Lopez, number 9. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chios Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, Repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down downdraft. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, and we are back for the bottom half of the second inning between the Lockhart Lions and Smithville Tigers in today's junior varsity baseball game. Here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast, I want to give another shout out to my niece, April Marie. Says, woo, go Lions. She's watching from California. Yes, that California that's about to sink into the ocean here in the next 10, 15 years. But nonetheless, want to thank you for tuning in before y'all fall into the Pacific. But, and also a big shout out to Adrian Castillo, the father of Tanner Castillo. Hopefully you caught that last out of the top half of the first inning as Tanner made an excellent stop to step on first base to end the top half. Right now, the bottom half of one sees the Lockhart Lions trailing 1-0. And leading off for the Lions going to be number 2, Luis Flores, the second baseman, followed up by number 4, Jordan Nino, the right fielder, and then batting in the number 3 slot, number 9, Ivan Lopez, the third baseman. And should we get to the cleanup spot, it'll be number 11, Zephyrin Jaimes, the catcher. But right now, Luis Flores is about to step into the box. And the first pitch to Flores is going to be high for ball 1. One-0 pitch is going to be right on the inside corner for strike 1, so it'll be 1-1 to Luis Flores. One pitch going to be swung on and missed, and once again, number 7, Kyle Dietz, is on the mound for the Smithville Tigers. Ahead in the count, 1-2 strikes to Luis Flores, the leadoff batter for the Lions here in the bottom half of the first inning. And Flores is going to go down looking for out number 1. And that'll be the first strikeout for Kyle Dietz. And up to bat now is going to be number 4, Jordan Nino, the right fielder for the Lions. All right, first pitch to Nino. That's going to be hung outside for ball 1. 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. I'll tell you what, it's a nice and chilly day today here in Lockhart, Texas for some baseball. 1-0 pitch going to be called strike on the outside corner. And Nino's looking at a 1-1 count with 1 out. 1-1 pitch going to be low and in the dirt on the inside for ball number 2. And Nino finds himself ahead of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Nobody on the base path for the Lions. 2-1 pitch, swing and foul back behind the backstop, out of play. And that'll even up the count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Tigers leading 1-0. Also want to give a shout out to Kent Riddle Properties for his support and sponsorship of Lions Pride Sports broadcast and Lockhart Lions Sports. You could follow along the game with us on the Kent Riddle Properties scoreboard that you see at the bottom of the screen. 2-2 pitch going to be called strike 3 on the outside corner, and Kyle Dietz is going to pick up his second straight strikeout. And that'll leave the Lions with the number 3 hitter, Ivan Lopez, the third baseman, coming up to bat with 2 outs. You can follow along the game with us through the Kent Riddle Property scoreboard and give a big shout out to my son, Peter Waters, who's working the scoreboard for us. And my wife is working the scoreboard for the school, for the baseball team. First pitch to Ivan Lopez is going to be a strike on the outside corner. It's a family affair here today for the junior varsity game here at Lockhart Lions baseball field. Swinging a grounder to the second baseman is going to be scooped up out to first. And that'll do it for the Lockhart Lions as they go down 1-2-3 to start the bottom half of the first inning. Now we're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163. If you're ready to lose weight fast, reach out to the Tim Torres Fitness Facebook page and chat with Tim. Tim has helped thousands of people all over the world in person and online through his mobile app and custom meal plans. So contact Tim Torres via Facebook and start losing weight today. Just look for Tim Torres Fitness on Facebook.
All right. All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the top half of the second inning. Smithville Tigers 1, Lockhart Lions 0. Leading off for the Tigers is going to be number 15, Matt Maldonado, the catcher. Big shout out to my sister-in-law, Felicia Chapa, watching the game from California as well. Says, go Lions and go Alex. First pitch to Maldonado is going to be called strike on the outside corner. So it'll be no balls, one strike to start things off here in the top half of the second. A 1 pitch is going to be called strike on the inside corner. Great job by Renteria placing that pitch. Number 5, Cole Barnes, is in the on-deck circle, and in the hole is going to be number 6, Major Miller, the center fielder for the Tigers. 0-2 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. The ball is going to be dropped on a third strike. Out to 1. It's going to be overthrown by the catcher with the overthrow. That's going to so Renteria will record a strikeout. And it looks like we're going to have a courtesy runner for the Tigers. So that'll make the count 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out. As Barnes steps up to the plate, Maldonado was able to reach first on a drop third strike and an errant throw. 1-0 pitch going to be inside for ball 2 to Barnes. Major Miller is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Courtesy runner at first base for Maldonado. Swinging a drive down the right side, and that's going to be foul for strike one. So Barnes has a 2-ball, 1-strike count against him. Swinging a foul out of play over the backstop. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So after starting the batter off with 2 straight balls, Gavin Renteria has thrown pitches to make Barnes swing. 2 foul balls, and we're tied up. On the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two pitch going to be outside in the dirt. Gets past the catcher. Runner's going to advance from first to second. Three balls, 2 strikes. Barnes is at the plate for the Tigers. Renteria on the mound. 3-2 pitch on the way. Is going to be swung on and hit down to third base. And Barnes is going to reach on an error. And in comes Coach Hull. He's going to make his way to the mound. Lions started off a little shaky here with 3 errors so far here in 1 inning of play. Still haven't been able to record a first out here in the top half of the second. As Maldonado struck out, but on a drop third strike, was able to reach first base on a throwing error to first. Cole Barnes sends a ground ball to third base and able to reach base on an error. So the Tigers have 2 runners on the base paths with nobody out, and that's going to bring the center fielder, number 6, Major Miller, up to the plate. And running for Maldonado is going to be number 9, Landon Bells. And Landon Bells is at second base, while Barnes is at first. Squaring around the bunt and fouling it down the left side is Major Miller, the center fielder for the Tigers, and he's looking at 0-1 count. Once again, scoring around the bunt, number 6, Major Miller. Tanner Castillo all the way up, midway in the infield. And that ball is going to be, once again, fouled down the left side. So Miller's going to be looking at an 0-2 count. Got a shout out from our top fan. And my mother, Connie Navarro, says, "Go Lions." Thank you, Mondre, for tuning in. So as we reset, no balls, 2 strikes. Miller at the plate. Sends a grounder to the shortstop. And ball's going to get past the shortstop. We're going to have a runner coming around third scoring. And that's going to be the courtesy runner, Landon Barnes, or Bells. And the Tigers are going to add another one here in the top half of the second inning. And the Tigers are going to have 2 runners on the base paths on the corner. With Barnes at third, Miller at first. Number 10, Cole Wanick, the right fielder. squaring around to show bunt. Ball's going to get past the catcher for strike one. And another Tiger will score. And that'll be number 5, Cole Barnes. And the Tigers lead 3-0 here in the top half of the second inning. Miller will advance to second on the pass ball. Once again, squaring around the bunt is Cole Wanick. Lays it down. They're going to throw to first base. Nobody at the bag. And that's going to be an error, and another run will score. As Cole Wanick will reach on base with an error. That's four straight errors by the Lions to allow the first 4 hitters of the inning to get on base. And that takes us up to the top of the lineup. Number 7, Kyle Dietz, the pitcher, who reached on base on an error and scored in the top half of the first. And once again, number 7, Kyle Dietz, the pitcher for the Tigers, steps up to bat for the second time and takes one off the noggin. And he will reach base. Excuse me, that's number 10. Kyle Wanick, that gets hit in the head. And that brings us up to the top of the lineup. Number 7, Kyle Dietz. Runner thought about going down to third base, and that's going to get away from the third baseman, and another run's going to come home. And that'll be Major New. It looks like we're going to have a pitcher's change. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back while they're having their pitcher change for some more Lockhart Lion baseball on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles, from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com. If you're in need of mechanical care, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 1313 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Owner and head mechanic Alex Juarez will give your vehicle the care it needs to get back on the road. Alex has over 30 years of mechanic work and is ASE certified. Whether your vehicle is gas or diesel, bring it to Car Care Automotive or call 512-668-4555 to schedule a visit. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride sports broadcast and get a free oil change with your automotive repair.
And welcome back, as we're still here in the top half of the second inning. As the Smithville Tigers are up 4-0 here in the top half of the second inning. Over the Lockhart Lions, we're going to have a pitching change. Looks like number 9, Ivan Lopez, is going to be on the mound for the Lions, and we're going to have a change at the catcher position as Tanner Castillo will put the catcher's gear on. And it looks like Cade Borchard's going to move to first base. Or it's going to be Gavin Renteria is moving over to first base for the Lockhart Lions. Ivan Lopez will be the new pitcher, and Tanner Castillo will be at catcher. Flores has moved over from second to third. All right, we're going to get right back to action. Number 7, the leadoff batter, Kyle Dietz, is at the plate for a second time. The runner's going to steal from second to third as Kyle showed bunt. And that'll be high for ball 1. As Cole Wanick was able to advance to third base on the steal. Pop up down the right side, being chased down by Renteria. And that'll drop in for strike 1 in foul territory. One pitch on the way. That's going to be low in the dirt for ball 2. The 2-1 pitch is going to be inside for ball 3. Three-one pitch from Lopez on the way is going to be fouled back And that'll make the count full at 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still nobody out here in the top half of the second inning. As the Smithville Tigers already been able to put 3 runs across the plate. All 3 runs getting on board, or 3 batters getting on board by way of error. With the exception of Cole Wanick, who got hit by the pitch, who's standing at third base right now. 3-2 pitch to the leadoff batter. He's going to take a look at that one, and he will go down looking. And that'll be the first strikeout for Ivan Lopez. And out number 1 here in the top half of the second inning, and that'll bring up Cameron Dawson, who reached on a fielder's choice. Swinging a hit back to the pitcher. And they're going to catch the third base runner sleeping, as he was leaning off the bag a little bit too much. So once again, Cameron Dawson will reach on a fielder's choice, but Cole Wanick's going to be thrown out at third base as he got caught in a little pickle, and that'll make it 2 outs. Great job by Ivan Lopez. Great awareness by the pitcher to be able to catch the runner off the bag in no man's land. Throwing it out there to Luis Flores to make the tag for out number 2. And they're going to call a balk on Ivan Lopez, and Cameron Dawson's going to advance to second base. And that'll bring up number 11, Wyatt Gigout, the third baseman. He came up his first time at the plate, grounded out to the shortstop, who made an excellent stop and throw to first base. Swinging a tip for strike 1. And the Lions are chomping at the bit, trying to get out of this one without giving up another run. Runner goes from second to first, and Wyatt looks at a strike 2 pitch. And the count is now no balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2 pitch going to be inside. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ivan Lopez delivering the pitch, swing and a miss. Or is going to foul tip that one, so the count's going to remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, run on third base. And Wyatt's going to get hit by the pitch, and he'll reach base. All right, first pitch to the designated hitter, Pablo Trevino. That's going to be called strike. Do want to remind all you JV, all you Lady Lion fans who are out there watching the broadcast. Runner goes from first to second, swinging a foul back, so the runner's going to have to go back, as Wyatt was looking to steal second. All you Lady Lion fans, we're going to have another doubleheader going on tomorrow across the street, as the Lady Lions are going to be taking on LaSalle, the Liberal Arts School Academy, as the JV is going to be playing at 5:30, followed by at the varsity at 7 o'clock, a drive back up the middle. Runners trying to advance from first to third, and Wyatt will reach base safely at third, and Pablo Trevino will be on back with an RBI single. And that'll bring up number 19, Evans, up to the plate, the first baseman. Grounded out to the first baseman to end the top half of the first. Right now here in the top half of the second inning. Runners on the corner. Swinging a foul back to number 19, Evans. That'll be strike one. 1-1 the count. And we got Wyatt out at third base. Trevino, the designated hitter, at first. Evans at the plate. Looking at a 1-2 count. Swinging a dribbler down the left side. Count will remain 1 ball, 2 strikes. And just as I was mentioning earlier, Lady Lions going to have a doubleheader tomorrow. Playing against the Liberal Arts School Academy. They're going to have 2 games. The JV will play at 5. The varsity will play at 7. One-two pitch going to be inside for ball 2. Lady Lions JV will play at 5:30. Varsity at 7. Just had to clear that up. And joining me on the call for that game is going to be Robert Rayner, the play-by-play guy for the Lady Lions. And ground ball hit to the third baseman, down to 1. And the Lions will get out of this inning. No more damage being caused on a grounder towards the third baseman. Tigers able to put 4 more across the plate and lead 5-1 as we go, or 5-0 as we go into the bottom half of the second inning. We're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Hazlet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazlet, Hazlet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazlet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company. Quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazlet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the second inning as Tigers able to put 4 across in the top half of the second inning. Lockhart Lions went down 1-2-3 in their bottom half of the first as they come back. Leading off is going to be number 3, Ashton Hernandez. And he'll step up to the batter's box. Following Ashton is going to be number 31, Holden Edelton. And then number 12, Tanner Castillo for the Lockhart Lions. First pitch to Ashton is going to be outside for ball 1. Still on the mound is number 7, Kyle Dietz. He struck out 2 line batters to start the inning off before getting Ivan Lopez to ground out to the second baseman. A 1-0 pitch is going to be low in the dirt for for ball 2. So right away, Ashton's ahead in the count. 2 balls, no strikes. Swinging at the 2-0 pitch. That'll make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch on the way. It's going to be high for ball 3. All right, 3 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is on the way, and that's going to be called for strike number 2 on the inside corner. Full count pitch on the way, low and in the dirt for ball 4, and Hernandez is going to get on base with a walk. And that'll bring up number 31, Holden Edelton. And that'll put number 12, Tanner Castillo, in the on-deck circle. And then the hold is going to be number 6, Gavin Renteria, the pitcher. Well, started off as a pitcher, moved over to first base. Tanner moved over to catcher. Swing and a miss for strike 1 from Holden Edelton. Runner goes, swing and a miss for strike 2, down to second. And in time, they're going to catch Ashton Hernandez stealing at second. Right now, I want to give a quick shout out to Kent Riddle, who's out there queuing for us, making sure we're sounding good and looking good. So I want to thank you, sir, for doing a tremendous job, making sure that the Lions Pride Sports broadcast is on point every second of every broadcast. Swinging a drive to left center field. That ball is going to be dropping, and Holden will reach base on a hit. And up to the plate, number 12, Tanner Castillo, the catcher. Like a little confusion. All right. Edelton thought that the catch was made, but it wasn't. It was dropped. So still with only 1 out here in the bottom half of the first inning. The Lions have their second base run on the base pads. And that brings up the catcher, number 12, Tanner Castillo. Looking at the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Tanner started off the game at first, then got moved over to catcher. Swinging at the 1-0 is going to go back to the backstop. And that'll make the count 1 ball, 1 strike. Do want to give big kudos to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast crew of Lady Lions softball. Robert Reyna, Christy Reyna, and Laura Rangel doing an excellent job this past weekend at the Westwood tournament for the Lady Lions. Swinging at the 1-1 pitch, going to be fouled back, and that'll make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes to Tanner Castillo. And of course, tomorrow we're going to have a JV varsity doubleheader here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And Robert Reyna, the play-by-play for the Lady Lions, is going to be joining me for that broadcast. 1-2 pitch on the way. He's going to be swung on and in the dirt. And no throw to first base will have to be made. Or it looks like it's going to be fouled. So great job by Tanner to hang in there and battle it out. One-two pitch on the way in the dirt, and Holden's going to take off from first to second. And he'll get there safely on the pass ball. The 1-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 2. It'll make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looks like on deck for the Lions going to be number 16, Jaden Cheatham. Two balls, 2 strikes. It's going to be grounded in between third and short. And no throw to first base as Tanner's going to reach base safely on a hit. And once again, that's going to bring up number 16, Jaden Cheatham, up to the plate. When Jaden Cheatham looks at the first pitch outside for strike 1. And in the on-deck circle is going to be number 5, Stephen Foote. 0-1 pitch going to be swung on and missed for strike 2. Cheatham's going to look at the third pitch outside for strike number 3, and that'll be Kyle's third strikeout of the game. And that brings up number 5, Stephen Foote, up to the plate. Looking at the first pitch outside for ball 1, and in the on-deck circle is going to be number 1, Alex Juarez, the center fielder for the junior varsity Lions. And they're going to call a balk on the pitcher, Kyle Dietz. And that's going to move Holden to second base. And it looks like we got a courtesy runner coming in as Cade Borchard is in the game running for Tanner Castillo. Well, pitch is going to be in the dirt for ball 2 to Stephen Foote. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the second inning. Two 2-0 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle, so it'll make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Tigers still lead 5-0. Lockhart Lions looking to put their first run across the plate. 2-1 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. That'll make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes, even things up. As Kyle Dietz is able to come back after starting off Foote. 2 balls, no strikes. Things are even up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 pitch is outside for ball 3. Full count pitch on the way, and that's going to be outside for ball 4. And that'll load the bases up as Foote is going to be at first base. Tanner Castillo, or running for Tanner Castillo, is Cade Borchard at second, holding Edelton at third base. And up comes the center fielder, Alexander Juarez. He's up at the plate with 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 outs in the game. Bases are loaded with Lions. First pitch swing is going to be fouled back to the backstop. That'll make the count no balls, 1 strike. As Alex steps back into the batter's box. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and right back to the pitcher, who's going to jog it over to first base, and they'll get the third and final out. And that'll do it for the Lions here in the bottom half of the second. They load the bases up on 2 hits and 2 walks, but unable to capitalize as the Smithville Tigers still stay on top, 5-0 here at the end of 2. We're going to take a quick timeout, and when we come back, Maldonado, Barnes, and Miller will be the top 3 batting for the Tigers, and you're watching Lockhart Lion Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, and we're back for the top half of the second inning as Maldonado steps into the batter's box. Ivan Lopez still on the mound for the Lions. As we get set for the top half of the third inning, first pitch swinging is going to be fouled back for strike 1. Ivan Lopez came in to start to face off the leadoff batter and was able to get the Lions out of danger. And he's back on the mound. 0-1 pitch on the way is going to be low in the dirt for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. Swinging a grounder to the shortstop. He's going to scoop it up. It'll take a couple of bounces and gets past the first baseman. The throw over to first base as Jordan Nino was backing up to first base is not going to be in time. So Maldonado will reach on an error. Good stop by Christian Mendez. But unable to get the ball to the first baseman. And Maldonado will have a courtesy runner in for him. And looks like that's going to be number 9, Landon Bell's in the box or at second base. Squaring around to show bunts as Cole Barnes, who reached on an error in the top half of the second inning as he pulls back for ball 1. Once again showing bunt. Squares around to lay it down. Is going to be picked up by Lopez. Down to 1. And they're going to call the runner safe as he dropped the ball. So Cole Barnes will reach on an error for the second time tonight. And that brings up number 6, Major Miller, who reached on an error as well. Runners going to first. They're going to throw home. And they won't be able to get the runner as the catcher dropped the ball. So that'll be 1 run here in the top half of the third inning as Maldonado's courtesy runner Landon Bales is able to score. Barnes will slide over to third base while Major Miller will reach first on a fielder's choice. And that brings up number 10, Cole Wanick. First time up at the plate, was hit by the pitch and scored later on in the inning. First pitch going to be outside for ball 1. Runner goes. And no throw down to second as Stephen Foote runs up to catch it to short hop it on the short hop. So that keeps Barnes at third base. Miller moves over to second base. 2 balls, no strike to count. 2-0 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. It'll be 2 balls and 1 strike to Cole Wanick, the right fielder for the Smithville Tigers. To 1 pitch going to be outside for ball 3. As I briefly got away from the catcher, but Castillo was able to wrangle it up. 3-1 pitch on the way, swung on. Hit up the middle to center field. 1 run will come around to score. And that'll be Barnes as Miller advances to third base. Cole Wanick will reach base on a hit. And that'll bring up the leadoff batter, Kyle Dietz, the pitcher for the Tigers. He reached on an error in the top half of the first to start the game off and scored. And then struck out in the top half of the second. Runner goes from first. And the throw is going to be bobbled by Stephen Foote, but he's going to be able to wrangle it up. Pitch is going to be swung on to the second baseman, and Foote's going to scoop it up, throw it out to first to get the first out of the inning, but not before another Tiger runs. Another run scores, and that's Miller that comes across the plate. So that makes it 1 out as Kyle Dietz grounds out to the second baseman. And stepping up to the plate is going to be number 1, Cameron Dawson, the shortstop. Pops one up towards the right side of the infield. That's going to drop in between the second baseman and first baseman, and coming home to score. It's going to be Cole Wanick, and the ball's going to get past the catcher, and Cameron Dawson will reach base on an error and then advance to second on a throw-in error. Pickoff attempt out to second base, and Dawson's going to get back in time. First pitch to White. Gig out is going to be called strike right on the outside corner. One pitch going to be called strike right down the middle. And Wyatt Giga is looking at an 0-2 count. He grounded out to shortstop in the top half of the first. And top half of the second, he was hit by the pitch. Now he's looking at an 0-2 pitch here in the top half of the third and sends a grounder to the shortstop. And that one was in there hot, and that'll be another error on the Lockhart Lions defensively. As Dawson's going to advance to third base. Gig out's going to be safe at first on the error, and that's going to bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Pablo Trevino. In the top of the first, he was hit by the pitch and got on base in the top half of the second on a base hit. Only 1 out here in the top half of the third inning. First pitch is going to get away from the catcher. It'll be ball 1 outside, and another Tiger will score. Dawson crosses the plate as Wyatt advances to second on the pass ball. And it looks like we're going to have time. And we're going to have a pitching change, and we're going to take a quick timeout as the pitcher's going to be warming up, and we'll have the information when we get back here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
If you're in need of mechanical care, take your vehicle to Car Care Automotive, located at 1313 North Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Owner and head mechanic Alex Juarez will give your vehicle the care it needs to get back on the road. Alex has over 30 years of mechanic work and is ASE certified. Whether your vehicle is gas or diesel, bring it to Car Care Automotive or call 512-668-4555 to schedule a visit. Mention that you heard this ad on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast and get a free oil change with your automotive repair.
All right, we're back here at Lions Field here in the top half of the third inning with only 1 out. Tigers have a runner on base at second by the name of Wyatt Gigout, the third baseman. We're going to have a pitch and change as Ivan Gomez will be replaced by number 1, Alex Juarez, who will be stepping into the game. started off in center field. They're going to move him over to the mound now. Behind the plate is going to be Tanner Castillo. And a funny story that Tanner's dad texted me a couple of weeks ago is during one of the scrimmage, Alex pitched to Tanner, and it was kind of full circle because when these two men played in Little League on our team, Tanner was a pitcher and Alex was a catcher. And here we find ourselves once again. This time Tanner is catching and Alexander is pitching. No need for a left-handed thrower at the catcher's position in this level. So right now Alex is getting his warm-up throws, and once again he's going to inherit a runner at second base. 1 out here in the top half of the third inning as the Tigers continue to pour it on. As the Tigers lead 10-1. Over the Lockhart Lions, and that brings up to bat number 9. They're going to swing at the first pitch. That's going to be 9, Landon Bells, who's going to be hitting for Evans. Swinging at the first pitch for strike 1. Swinging at second pitch, back to the pitcher. Alexander's going to scoop it up, out to first, and they'll get the second out of the inning. As Bells grounds it back to the pitcher. First pitch is going to be outside to Evans, as Bells was pinch hitting for Pablo Trevino. Evans looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Ball inside for ball 2. Runner on third base for the Tigers. 2-0 pitch going to be outside for strike 1. Two-one pitch on the way, swung on, and once again back to the pitcher on a high chopper, down to first, and that's going to do it for the Tigers here in the top half of the third inning. As Evans, for the third straight inning in the row, will end it as the Lions come out giving up 5 runs here in the top half of the third inning and trail 10-1. We're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back as the Lockhart Lions coming up on the bottom half of the order will be the top of the order. Number 2, Luis Flores, Jordan Nino, and Ivan Lopez will be coming up to bat. But right now, we're going to take a quick timeout and run some commercial spots, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports Broadcast.
When confronted with an auto accident, life can't come to a screeching halt. That's why Chayos Paint and Body is devoted to making the repair process as smooth as possible with their state-of-the-art technology, frequent status updates, and a 24/7 customer service center to help you every step of the way. With our state-of-the-art body shop and paint facility, repairing your car is a breeze. We are fully equipped with a powerful frame-straightening bay, expansive body shop, and our semi-down, downdraft paint booth. Our automotive repair services include everything from oil changes, brake repair replacement, and suspension work to sophisticated mechanical repairs. Whatever your needs, we can offer premium service, affordable cost, and great customer service. These are just some of the differences that make Chayos Paint and Body the best choice for your car's recovery and automotive repair.
All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the third inning. Stepping into the batter's box for the Lions to start things up is going to be number 2, Luis Flores. Lockhart Lions had some runners on the base paths, but were unable to push any runs across the plate. Right now, the Smithville Tigers lead 10-0 here in the bottom half of the third inning. Flores looks at the first pitch, called strike on the outside corner. Once again, I want to welcome everybody for tuning in and checking out today's broadcast of Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity Baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. Reaching the bat out there on the 0-1 pitch is going to be fouled back for strike 2. Want to remind all you JV fans out there, we added another junior varsity baseball game to the broadcast schedule. I'll let you know after this 0-2 pitch to Flores. That's going to be outside for ball 1. We will be broadcasting the 9 o'clock game this Thursday morning. Swing and a miss for out number 1. And that'll be Maldonado's first strikeout as he's coming in relief for Kyle Dietz. First pitch to Jordan Eno is going to be outside in the dirt for ball 1. And once again, the 9 o'clock game versus Huddle this Thursday at Aikens High School will be broadcasted here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for all you Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity baseball fans. 2-0 pitch, swing, and a drive down to the first baseman who's going to turn around, scoop it up, and out to 1 for the second out. And that brings up number 1, Alex Juarez, up to the plate. On the mound for the Lions at the moment. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Of course, this is junior varsity, so not really too much on the batting lineup. Always moving things around as Coach Holt is trying to find the right combination. Swinging a drive down the right side, and that'll make the count. No balls, 2 strikes as Maldonado was on the mound. And once again, Alex steps up to the plate with 2 outs. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss, and Alexander will go down striking out. And that'll end the bottom half of the third inning as the Lions once again go 1, 2, 3 in order. And still trail the Smithville Tigers 10-0. We're going to take a quick timeout and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Line baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, Austin Wrestling Revolution returns for live professional wrestling March 13th, 2021 for Spring Back Breakers at Outrake Crawfish and Oyster Bar in Lockhart, Texas. Bell time will be at 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10 with ringside seats at $15. All children's tickets are only $5. Bring the family out for this family-friendly event as we bring to you 6 wrestling matches, including a tag team match where the Cult of Crawley debuts against Pure Genetics. We also have Luigi Primo taking on Jack Delfino in a hard-hitting singles wrestling match. We have the debuting Niles Plonk versus Dill Dempsey. Hot Damn Jesse James taking on the lovable Porky. We also have women's wrestling as Nova Phoenix takes on the debuting Miranda Gordy, the daughter of the legend Terry Gordy. In addition to that, we have a triple threat match where the debuting Ryzen takes on Rob Love and the Baker David Leach. We have some 6-man tag action as AWOL, Conlan Blee, Chris Carter take on Impact Wrestling Supermax Hernandez, local favorite Delfrito, in the debuting Cup. And in the main event, the AWR Championship will be on the line as the Total Pimp challenges the champion Joey Supershot Spectre. Remember, bell time 6:30 p.m. General admission is $10. Ringside $15. Children only $5. Stay tuned to our social media for more announcements about upcoming AWR events. See you there.
And we'll have a little bit more information about the Austin Wrestling Revolution and an opportunity to win a free entry, a free ticket to the March 13th show at El Rey Oyster Bar, Crawfish and Oyster Bar for the Spring Backbreakers event as we get back to action here in the top half of the fourth inning. Matt Maldonado, number 3 is up at the plate as Alexander sends the first pitch. It's going to be fouled up. And it's going to be caught for out number 1. As number 3 for the Tigers was the one up at the plate. And number 3 is not in the lineup. So if you're from Smithville and you know who number 3 is from the junior varsity squad, let me know. He flew out to the second baseman as we're back into the action with the second batter of the inning for the Tigers. The 0-1 pitch is going to be outside. And stepping up to the plate for Cole Barnes is going to be number 4. Peyton. Difficult last name. I'm not going to say it because I don't want to chop it up too bad. But Peyton, number 4, is up at the plate, looking at 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch going to be called strike on the outside corner. Alex Watt is still on the mound for the Lions. Looking at a 2-2 count. Swinging a foul back behind the backstop. And Peyton's looking at a 2 balls, 2 strike count with 1 out. Smithville Tigers lead in 10-0. And between batters, I'll let you know about the free ticket opportunity or giveaway that we're going to be doing for the varsity game later on tonight. At the Lions take on the Smithville Tigers. First pitch is set for 7:30 p.m. The count is full, 3 balls, 2 strikes to Peyton. Swing and a miss on a drop third, and Tanner's going to make the tag. And Alexander will record his first strikeout. And that'll bring up another batter for the Smithville Tigers. As soon as I get his number, I'll let you know. And that's going to be number 20, who's going to send a line drive down the right side, just fair. And he will reach base. And that was Ernie Vargas batting for Major Miller, and he'll reach base on a hit. And that'll bring up Cole Wanick, the right fielder, up to the plate. He was hit by a pitch. And the second inning and the third, he got on a base hit and scored both times. UTEC. Thank you very much, Cynthia Gentry Evans. I'll make sure I get that right. Peyton UTEC, number 4, was a leadoff batter of the inning. Also, thank you for watching. And let all those Smithville Tiger fans, they don't have to miss the varsity game or this game. Share the link with them and let them know where they can go to watch this game and tonight's game, as the Lockhart Lions and Smithville Tigers varsity squad will be facing off against each other. Little mishandling of the ball as the ball got past the catcher on the pitch, and Ernie Vargas was able to advance to second base as Cole Wanick's at the plate, looking at a 2 balls, no strike count. Two-0 pitch going to be outside for ball 3. Three-0 pitch on the way, and that's going to be inside for ball 4. And Cole Wanick's going to reach base on a hit. At 2 outs here in the top half of the 4th inning, that's going to bring up the leadoff hitter, Kyle Dietz, number 7. Started off the game as a pitcher. Maldonado was on the mound to end the last inning. First pitch is going to be outside for strike 1. This is Dietz's 4th time up at the plate. Reached on an error and scored. Struck out in the 2nd. Grounded out in the 3rd to the second baseman. And here in the top 4th inning, top of the 4th, they're going to swing at the 0-1 pitch out to the second baseman. It's going to be scooped up down to first. And it'll be in time. As once again, Kyle Dietz will ground out to the second baseman, and the inning will end. And the Lions get out of this one without giving up a run to the Tigers, heading over to the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Lions. And we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Line baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Hazelet Drilling Incorporated are proud supporters of the community by sponsoring youth league programs, T-Ball Express, Boys Junior League, Boys Coach Pitch, and Girls Coach Pitch teams. Established in 1978 by George Hazelet, Hazelet Drilling Incorporated was formed to provide quality water drilling service to farms and surrounding ranches. As the company grew, so did the spectrum of services to meet the growing needs of dedicated customers. Today, Hazelet Drilling is the leading water well, oil, and gas drilling company, known for quality work and one-on-one customer service. Hazelet Drilling and Supply is located at 915 Old McMahon Road in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call 512-398-6682.
All right, and we are back here for the bottom half of the 4th inning as the Lions trail 10-0 over the visiting Tigers from Smithville. And I want to welcome everybody to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast for some Lockhart Line baseball. Doubleheader action tonight, or should I say JV varsity doubleheader, as the varsity Lions are going to be taking the field at 7:30 p.m. will be the first pitch. And you'll be able to catch all that action right here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And not only that, the Sarge will be back on the PA system to be doing double and triple duty, as I'll be here to give you all the live play-by-play action, as well as doing the PA duties here at the stadium. It's going to be another exciting time as the Lockhart Lions are pretty much officially going to have their first home game with fans in the stands, as they had the Lockhart Lion Varsity Baseball Tournament this week. The Lions went 2-3. But started off the season with the victory against Cedar Park. So the Lions are currently at 3 wins and 3 losses at 500, and they've matched their win total of all of last year. And Coach Honeycutt's got his varsity squad rocking and rolling. But right now we're in junior varsity action as the Lions trail 10-0, stepping up to the plate. It's going to be number 3, Ashton Hernandez. He'll be leading off the bottom half of the 4th. Looked at the first pitch. And he's looking at a 1 ball, 1 strike count. One pitch going to be outside. A 1-2 pitch going to be outside for ball 2. Ashton Hernandez walked in the second inning. Swinging a grounder to the second baseman is going to be scooped up out to first for out number 1. And that'll bring up the left fielder, number 31, Holden Edelton, up to the plate. One out here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Lions trail 10-0. Swinging on the first pitch. That's going to get past the second baseman, and Holden Edelton will reach base on a hit. His second hit of the game as he reached on with a single in the second inning. And that'll bring up the catcher, number 12, Tanner Castillo, who reached on a hit as well. Castillo steps up to the plate, looks at the first pitch outside for ball 1. A 1-0 pitch going to be inside for ball 2. Chopping at the 2-0 pitch, going to be foul and back towards the home dugout. That'll make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Two-one pitch on the way from Maldonado is going to be swung on and hit towards the second baseman, and it's going to be caught down to first, and they'll be safe. They're not going to be able to double up Holden, as Tanner Castillo will line out to second base for the second out. And that brings up number 16, Jaden Cheatham, up to the plate. He struck out at his first plate appearance here in the bottom half of the second. Swinging a grounder to the shortstop, out to second for the third out. And that'll end the bottom half of the fourth inning, bottom half of the fourth inning. As we get ready to head out for the top of the fifth, we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Line baseball on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Do you suffer with headaches, back pain, or neck pain? Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic's mission is to provide hope, healing, and health to the people of Lockhart and the surrounding area through natural chiropractic care. Dr. Peterson has been voted Best Chiropractor for the last 9 years. Call Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic to begin your path to hope, healing, and health. You can find Chisholm Trail Clinic of Chiropractic at 731 South Colorado Street in Lockhart, Texas. Or you can call for an appointment at 512-668-4163.
All right, we're back here for the top half of the fifth inning as the Smithville Tigers lead 10-0. And got another shout out from one of our top fans, Robert Cuellar says, "Hello, Sergeant. Watching while I wait for my daughter get out of soccer practice." And the ladies are doing pretty good on soccer. So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Robert, but they should be in playoff contention or in the playoffs already. So let me know. Once again, thank you for tuning in and watching. Remember, it's 7:30 tonight. It's going to be first pitch for the varsity baseball team as they welcome the varsity squad from Smithville Tigers for a varsity matchup here tonight on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remaining on the mound is going to be Alexander Juarez. who came in relief in the third inning and closed things out and then threw a scoreless fourth inning. And here we are in the top half of the fifth. Swinging on the first pitch, going to be down to the third baseman. And that'll be Cameron Dawson reaching base on an error. And that'll bring up number 9, Landon Bales, up to the plate. Swinging at the first pitch, come back to the first baseman, out to 2, and will not get there in time. So back-to-back errors will have 2 runners on the base paths, and that'll bring up the designated hitter, number 17, Pablo Trevino, back up to the plate. Runners going from second to third. And the errant throw will be backed up by the left fielder. And they're going to call it a balk, which is the reason why the runner wasn't able to advance home on the wild throw. So Dawson will advance to third base. White will advance to second. As we're still looking at the first pitch to Pablo Trevino. And that's going to be outside for ball 1. Yeah. 1-0 count to Trevino. And that's going to be outside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch from Alex. That's going to be called strike on the inside corner. So with nobody out here in the top half of the 5th inning, Tigers have 2 runners on the base paths, 2 balls, 1 strike. And that one's going to be outside for ball 3. Swinging a drive to center field. Center fielder is going to come up throwing. 1 run will score as Trevino will reach base on an RBI single. Dawson will be the scoring run. And the Tigers lead 11-0. 11-0. As number 19, Mike Evans is back up at the plate for the Tigers. Nobody out here in the top half of the 5th. Swinging a miss for strike 1 on the curveball. Oh, 1 pitch, swinging a miss for strike 2. Swinging a hit back to first base, going to be scooped up by Alex and out to first for the first out, but Wyatt Gigout's going to be able to score. That's going to be the 3rd time a grounder was hit back towards the pitcher, and Alex was able to pick it up and throw it to first. A little update from Robert Cuellar says the boys are in the playoffs, doesn't know about the girls, but he'll get me that information as soon as he can. They had lost their last 2 games. Grounder hit to the second baseman. Up, throwing out to 1 for out number 2. And that was Maldonado swinging at the first pitch. And that'll make it 2 outs. With Trevino at third base. That'll bring up number 5, Cole Barnes. He's reached twice on an error and scored in the second and third inning. Here looking at 2 outs. First pitch swinging. That one's going to be fouled back and out of play for strike 1. No. All right, Barnes was swinging at the first pitch, fouled it back. No balls, 1 strike. 0-1 pitch going to be grounded to second. Fielded cleanly out to first, and that'll do it for the Tigers here in the top half of the 5th inning. As the Lions still trail 10-0. Able to get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run, and we're going to take a quick timeout, and we'll be right back with some more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Changing Faces Barbershop has been serving the Lockhart and surrounding communities since 2009. Head barber and owner Lex Jennings and staff pride themselves on being a hip urban barbershop. For shaves, not only do we hit you with our Precessional Andis trimmers, we offer a close shave and edge up with a straight razor. If you're really wanting to be pampered, let us give you one of our famous hot towel shaves. For cuts, Changing Face barbers are all top of their class and are able to pull off any style, whether it's a mohawk, classic cut, fade, taper, or design. We pride ourselves on our talent, our drive, and want to give our clients the best experience available. For all styles from the newest trends to old school cuts, our barbers here at Changing Faces have the skills to transform your look and feel. With over 10 years of combined experience, our barbers are on the cutting edge of the barber world. Come by one of our 2 locations, 2000 West San Antonio Street in Lockhart, Texas, and 900 Bug Lane, Suite 115 in San Marcos, Texas. Or go to our website at cfbarbershop.com.
All right, we're back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning as the Lions were able to get out of the inning, only giving up 1 run on some great fielding by the second baseman, Stephen Foote. And once again, the pitcher, Alexander Watt, is getting his 3rd put out since he came in the top half of the 3rd inning. Has only given up 1 run, struck out 1, walked 1. But it's been the difference of the game has been errors for the Lockhart Lions defensively. As we get ready for action, Stephen Foote's going to be stepping up to the plate. As the Lions trail 11-0. And I believe here in the bottom half of the 5th, the 10-run rule is in effect. So if Lions don't score 2, this just might do it for them. First pitch, Foote's going to be looking in there for strike 1 as Maldonado is still on the mound for the Tigers. Between Maldonado and Kyle Dietz, they've done a great job today. Strike 2, excuse me. As Foote finds himself behind in the count. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that'll be another strikeout for Maldonado. That is his 3rd strikeout. And between Maldonado and Kyle Dietz, they've recorded 6 strikeouts, and that'll bring up number 8, Cade Borchett, up to the plate. This will be his first time up at the bat. Swinging at the first pitch, foul for strike 1. Swinging on the 0-1, a little looper right over the first baseman's head, and it'll be fair. And Borchett will reach base on a hit. And that brings us up to the top of the lineup as Luis Flores is up at the plate for his third appearance. He struck out in the first and then struck out in the third. With one out, Cade Borchard at first base. Flores looks at the first pitch. It's going to be high for ball one. One-0 pitch going to be high for ball two. And once again, I want to remind you all you junior varsity fans, 9 o'clock this Thursday, we added another game for the junior varsity team on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. 2-0 pitch going to be called strike right down the middle, as junior varsity will have their first tournament of the year, as they will be playing at Aikens High School versus the Hutto Hippos. And Lions Pride Sports broadcast will be there to broadcast that game before heading over. 2-1 pitch going to be swung on towards the second baseman, down to 2-for-1, out to first, and they're not going to catch Luis Flores there, as Flores is going to reach on a fielder's choice. And that'll bring up Jordan Nino, who struck out and grounded out to first base. So the JV will play at 9 on Thursday. The varsity plays at 2 and 4:30 at Hyde Park in their tournament. And Lions Pride Sports broadcast will be there on Thursday to broadcast all three of those games in its entirety. Runner goes, and ball's going to be fouled back out of play. And Florida's going to have to make his way back to second base. He got a great jump out of that. And the count's 1 ball, 1 strike. And also a reminder, the varsity squad is going to be taking place. The game's going to be taking place here at 7:30 tonight here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast. 1-1 pitch going to be outside for strike 2. And Nino's behind on the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner goes. Flores with a huge jump, and they're not even going to make an attempt to throw. So Flores will be credited with the stolen base. Two-two pitch on the way, and that's going to be inside for ball 3. In the on-deck circle for the Lockhart Lions is going to be number 1, the pitcher, Alex Juarez. The full count pitch is going to be in the dirt, gets away from the catcher, and Florida is going to advance to third base. And that'll bring up the pitcher, Alex Juarez, up to the plate. He has grounded to the pitcher and struck out his first 2 plate appearances. Back up at the plate with 2 outs. Swinging on the first pitch. Fouled back to the backstop. In the on-deck circle, should Alex get on, is number 13, Gabriel Gutierrez for the Lions. Alex steps back into the batter's box. Once again, 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. 0-1 pitch going to be outside behind the catcher, and Flores is going to come in and score. And the Lions will register their first run of the game. And Nino will advance. Jordan Nino will advance to second on the pass ball. And the Lions trail now 11-1. As Nino stands at second base, 2 outs, 1 ball, 1 strike to Alex Juarez. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And that's going to be a foul tip as the ball gets past the catcher. So the line's down to the last strike here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that's going to be in the dirt for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that's going to be called strike on the outside corner. And that's the ball game. And that'll do it for the Lockhart Lions Junior Varsity squad as they fall to the Smithville Tigers 11-1. And right now we're in the Recon Athlete post-game show, and Lockhart Lions have a tough one. And the big number of this is the errors that were committed offensively for the Lockhart Lions. But with the Recon Athlete post-game show, that brings us your Recon Athlete players of the game. We're going to start off offensively. Want to give the Recon Athlete offensive player of the game for the junior varsity squad. It's going to be Holden Edelton, who recorded multiple hits in this game. Both of them base hits, but with him being the only one to get 2 multiple hits in the game, we're going to hand it over to Holden Edelton. So congratulations to number 31. You are the Recon Athlete offensive player of the game. Now for the Recon Athlete defensive player of the game, it's going to go to 2 players. Yeah, it's going to go to the man at second base, number 5, Stephen Foote, who did a great job coming into play at second base. And the second one, the co-defensive player of the game, is going to be number 1, Alex Juarez, who came in the top half of the 3rd inning and was able to do an outstanding job. Only gave up 1 run in his time on the mound. So congratulations to Alex Juarez and Stephen Foote for being the co-defensive players, actually the Recon Athlete defensive players of the game. And that's going to do it for us for this university contest. We want to remind you that Thursday at 9 a.m. will be the first pitch for the junior varsity tournament at Aikens High School, as your Lockhart Lions going to be going up against the Huddle Hippos. First pitch at 9. We're going to be going live about 10 till at 8:50 for that broadcast. So that's going to do it for us tonight. We're going to shut down the feed, and we'll be right back. 7:30 first pitch for the varsity team. We'll be going live at 7:20. So you're going to want to stay tuned to the Lions Pride Sports broadcast as we bring you more Lockhart Lion baseball here on the Lions Pride Sports broadcast.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Lions Pride Sports broadcast. And remember, you can take the lion out of Lockhart, but you can never take the heart out of Lockhart. Go Lions!